oh, hey miss, could you just like teach me how to like cover up your skirt? I mean, like, it doesn't really work that way, right? Hi guys. So, I'm Miyuki. So basically, someone should ask me if I'm actually a guy. Yes, I am a guy. And someone should ask me about my profile pic. Yes, that's me. I actually did that like a few years back when I actually did cosplay. So yeah, when I actually did it back then, I kind of like encountered like a few like embarrassing moments. So before I go into details, I'll just kind of show you guys like the sponsor of this video. Story Eternal Fire is an epic classic turn-based card collection MMORPG where you are able to strategize your team formation against your enemies as well as completing quests. At the character creation page, you are able to choose different kinds of characters, and if you use a promo code, you are able to obtain additional gifts. The characters range from A to SS ranks. There are several features to enhance your characters, like evolution, amity, runes, and leveling. You could also team up with your friends and guildmates to conquer dungeons. Basically back then, it was about like a few years back, and actually at the time there was an anime con. So I was thinking about just going to an anime con at first. And that's basically a very popular anime that's called like Fate Zero. So basically, as a girl character, then I kind of like. So basically, that's Saber, and I was thinking about just cosplaying as Saber to like the anime con. So I actually had like a full dress mode and a full makeup. So I kind of went out in public. When I actually went out, I noticed that the wind was quite strong, and basically it just kind of keeps flipping my dress. So when I try to like cover the front part of my dress, basically the back part kind of flips up, and likewise for the back part of it, when I try to cover it up, the front basically flips up, and when I basically try to like cover front and back, so basically the side actually flips up. So I wasn't really sure like what to do at the time because I didn't really have any like previous experience before, right? The only thing that I could actually think about at the time was to find like a cellophane tape or like a glue to basically just kind of glue up my dress to my leg. I wasn't really able to kind of like find those in my bag. If there's like any girls who is actually watching this, you could just kind of like comment below on like what are the tips that you could actually give when like these kind of things actually happen. So for like if there's like any guys who are actually like experienced in this kind of stuff as well, you could like comment below as well. Okay, so basically at the time what I did find in my bag, oh no, oh wait, so actually at first I was thinking about maybe like I could just ask like a girl about that, but when I actually think about like deeper, I feel it's kind of weird because I mean like you can't really go up to a girl and just say that, oh hey miss, could you just like teach me how to like cover up your skirt? I mean like it doesn't really work that way, right? So basically what I did find in my bag was basically just a jacket. So I took out my jacket and just wear the jacket on me. That kind of covers up like the whole dress, and I thought that wow, that's basically quite a genius plan. But later on, I found out that there's something weird. Actually, because the dress that I wore was basically like an umbrella shape. So when I actually like put up my jacket from the front, it looks like someone who is basically pregnant, and from the back, it looks like someone who's basically having like a large butt, like behind it. So, I mean, like the whole thing was kind of weird. So it's not like very embarrassing. But I mean, I really wanted to go to the anime con, so I didn't really like care about that much. When I was actually walking up a street, I saw a boy. So basically the boy just looked up at me, and basically the boy just say, "Oh, hey miss, are you cosplaying as Saber?" So I was thinking that, wow, this boy is basically like a huge fan of like Fate Zero as well as me. So basically I just replied, yes, I'm cosplaying as Saber. After that, I realized that there's something weird in that conversation. So the boy just looked at me, just kind of like staring at me. So yeah, yeah, basically I think that I just gave the boy like a huge nightmare. And I'm not quite sure if like I'm a bad influence to him or not at that time. So okay, so basically after that I went to the underground tube. There's like a lot of people in the underground tube at the time. It was like the peak hour. Yeah, about around 8 to 9 a.m. around there. So basically my classmate was actually there, and I didn't realize that she was there, and because I was like very like embarrassed, so I didn't really like look around, so I didn't know that she was there. I only know about that after I went back home that night. So basically she just texted me about that. Okay, so in that tube station, they asked me if I'm basically going to AnimeCon. So so basically I just replied that, oh yeah, I'm going to AnimeCon. Do you want to come with me? So yeah, they said that they are going there as well, but after work. So I was like, okay. So when I was actually boarding the tube, I was actually a grandma who was basically like sitting in front of me, and I was basically sitting like opposite side, and I wasn't really sure what to say because she was like staring at me like the whole journey, and I was basically just kind of looking down. So whenever I kind of look out, she would just basically smile at me, like just smile and kind of stare at me. Later on, I kind of reached my destination of AnimeCon, and actually inside the AnimeCon, everyone was like extremely friendly, and I mean like they don't really care like who you are or like what gender you are. So basically, yeah, you're basically kind of free like to do anything inside. Basically, the most embarrassing thing was that actually because at the time I was staring like behind, and there's actually two toilet over there. One is basically for the girls washroom, and one is basically for the guys washroom. So the girls washroom was basically at the left side, while the guys washroom was basically at the edge of the right side. So I was actually watching a performance, so I was standing like in the middle. So basically in the middle, that's basically the girls washroom, and that's basically the guys washroom over here. So I was there standing in there, and basically there was actually a girl who was basically like queuing up to the toilet. I think basically she was trying to find tissue or something. So she just kind of look over her handbag, and after that she realized that I'm actually standing like beside her. I mean, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that that's basically the girls' washroom as well. So she was just kind of staring at me for a while, and she just said that you can go first. So I was like no no. So I mean at the time I can't really like answer her. And I thought that it was kind of weird, so I just kind of like shake my head and just kind of like secretly just kind of walk to other places. I mean like the whole like experience was like quite enjoyable, but it was like quite embarrassing as well. But that's not really the most embarrassing part. So basically after the anime con, I was actually walking back home. So actually because at the time I was actually like having my backpack with me, and when I actually walk I realized that wait, so basically at the time I was actually wearing a stocking as well, like that's basically connected to my like underwear. So I was actually having my backpack with me when I actually walk. So basically the backpack just kind of like keep hitting, like shaking up and down, right? So basically my stockings and my underwear just kind of like keep loose and it just kind of keep like rolling down, you know. So I mean, I really had no idea what to do at the time. So yeah, so I did try to find like a an alley like near around it to kind of like just fix my dress and like to fix my my underwear and stockings. But there are like too many people and I have no idea like what to do at the time. It was nighttime, so I thought that okay, I might as well just kind of like walk back like that. But yeah, but I mean like it doesn't really feel comfortable at all because yeah, for the whole journey you are afraid that the whole thing might actually fall off and yeah, you know. So yeah, when I was actually going back from the tube station, um there was actually a girl who has her handbag basically like trapped like in between the door of the tube. So yeah, basically at the time the tube was going to depart soon and her stuff was basically trapped at there. So I didn't really thought about I was actually wearing a dress or something, you know. So I just kind of like went up there and just trying to like just help her to like get her things out. But in order to do that, I had to like stand in like a V shape. So it's like I had to like spread my own leg up in order to like have a better force to force the things out. I didn't really thought about that much. I just want to like help the girl to get her things out at the time. It was like extremely embarrassing. I just thought about that like after I did that, and it wasn't really like a pleasant moment. I mean like the whole journey was quite unique, I would say. And I mean like if there's basically anyone who would want to like cosplay as a girl, like yeah, so I mean these are like the things that you want to like take note of. So yeah.